Hi there, Selective Collective. This is Kim. So I'm just sitting here thinking I haven't done a Selective Collective reading in a while, and I would like to do something a little simple. So I have the Druid Craft Tarot deck out here, and let's get to shuffling because I want to ask Spirit and our angels to give us messages on what are the next steps. What should we be prepared for? And that's going to be the kind of how I'm going into how we read the cards. But it's just going to be really simple. We'll do a couple of rows, and essentially one row is going to give clarification. Speaking about it makes it sound a lot more complicated than what it is. It's just pulling cards for us. It's just pulling cards. What should we be prepared for? What kind of steps do we need to take? For the people drawn to the Selective Collective, obviously there may be something in the thumbnail. Usually if you see a thumbnail and you just can tell immediately if it's for you or not for you, you know. So, usually. Okay. 8 of Wands, 10 of Cups, the Emperor, the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. It's a very odd combination we've got going on. Tower. Okay, so the energy I'm picking up on is that somebody's going to feel a little bit left out. Somebody that you're connected with somehow, in some way, is going to feel left out of a picture here, because I'm seeing the 8 of Wands. Let's just go across the board. 8 of Wands, good news coming in, communication. It has to do with what would really make you happy, and happy home, happy family, all of that. And it's attached to this Emperor energy, which is either you asserting yourself and being the big boss, making heaven on earth for yourself, or somebody else, somebody that you're getting communication with. Doesn't have to be a male, but they embody a very strong masculine energy of like knowing what they want, going for what they want. And I see you like going for what you want, because I have, well, not only timing is right with the wheel, the timing is right, but we have the the Knight of Wands on the bottom. So this is saying that this is movement, and maybe it's movement that you, or travel even, that you don't see is coming, but once this news comes in, you will. I'm not picking up the 5 of Pentacles as your energy. And then I have like celebration, maybe regarding this news, something to prepare for, that it's time, for one thing, that it's time with the wheel, getting news about it being time. 6 of Swords, to go in some sort of direction where you're leaving behind the 5 of Swords. And I feel like the person that is in the 5 of Swords, that maybe even contributing to a lot of that energy, is the one who's going to be upset, feeling alone, or feeling like they were left out in the cold. But I'm feeling them as having a connection to some of the energy that you've been exposed to or been around, and like I don't feel sorry for that person. tell me more about the good news. 9 of Wands. No, 9 of Cups. I'm sorry. Look at that. King of Cups and the Chariot. What did I say? There's somebody that's coming in that has a heart that is connected to yours already. Maybe this is something that's already made in the spiritual. It can be a very loving, kind, benevolent person. King of Cups can be somebody that just kind of guides you in some way, that helps you with your happiness, that helps you with stability. And 9 of Cups is you really protecting your happiness, like choosing things that are good for you, things that don't sabotage like your progress or your success. And so you get wishes granted here from the 9 to the 10 of Cups. But you're it's a very similar message that I've been getting, that your success is literally, your rise is going to be somebody else's demise. Because I have a feeling somebody here was very dependent on your high vibe energy, your natural loving energy. And this person is still in like conflicted energy within themselves. There's a lot they haven't, and they refuse to like heal within themselves, things that go back to like childhood wounds and stuff. That's really why the way that's like the energy acts is what I'm picking up on. And so they are so they're, it's almost like they're karma in some sense, because it's not good. The energy that I'm feeling off that's not necessarily that good. The one that you're not around, or not going to be around, because your wish granted is a big tower moment. It also changes everything for you. So, but I think with you, it's going to be in a very positive way. I think something about it's time, like it's time for the Wheel of Fortune to be on the up and up for you, especially with the Chariot. Because also we have the Emperor here that's associated with like giving you some sort of major decision to make about, hey, would you rather go this way, or are you going to go that way? But whoever this is, they're very like big, powerful, influential. They come in and all of a sudden you have a big decision to make. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? And they're saying it's time for you to make that decision. Time, 6 of Wands. So then we have the King of Wands down here also. So tell me about this. And this decision is usually to split from something you know, or someone. That's usually what it is. And so 7 of Wands, action, taking action. So directly, what I said, you're taking action on your happiness and on your fulfillment, making sure that comes first. Is going to literally, the action when you actually go towards this, whatever this is, it's going to bring down the tower for someone, put them in the 5 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Wands again. 2 8 of Wands, doubly the good news. Tell me what the good news is about. Here, let's use the 108 Oracle. Tell us what the good news is about that we should prepare for. Maybe in the mother lode. I got it on the cut. That's the billionaire, millionaire card. It's a big one. I don't know if it's exactly that, but it is a big one, that card. What's the good news? Oh, finally finding a way. Okay, see how this... see how this 2 of Swords is like... It's almost like you've been on a spiritual quest and you've literally had your eyes closed for every decision because the answer was not ever apparent and there were a lot of illusions. There were a lot of things that you had to use your spiritual sight to decide or to see And for a long time, it could have been like, okay, this is a huge spiritual quest. Like, I don't know which way to go. And everywhere I go, sometimes it leads me to a block, right? So it's made things lost, delayed, complex. And so the good news is going to be that you see an opening outside of this maze, that you see the opening. So you find a solution to something that has taken a while, maybe years, to figure out. And the news is that you're coming to a completion here, the checkered flag. So this is the conclusion, the outcome, a finale, completion, verdict, settled results, signaling the end, finishing it first, achievement, final chapter, feeling relieved. So you're going to be feeling very relieved. Look at this lightning, though. So this the energy of the Eight of Wands is fast. All right, it's fast. And when we think of the lightning bolt, you think of, not only do you think of power, but you think of something that's going to happen. And when it happens, it comes in fast. So it's like a dramatic shift of power that's coming in. And it does shake up everything. But this energy shift is triumph over evil and an opportunity to overcome. So it's powerful. It's big. And that's what the news is about. And you've been manifesting this. So what are they building? Because the King of Wands here is building something. I feel like that's your energy. The Nine of Pentacles. So what we're building is a lot of different options coming to us because of some kind of big financial gain. And this is somebody that's able to build with this money that's come in, right? It's helping them build what they came here, almost like what they came here to do, what they feel like they came here to do. A person who's passionate, inspires others, motivates others by what they build. Whoa. Yeah, again, like Aiden, I like them coming out like that and making it makes sense with the yarn and the maze. You know, both of them looking like you're coming out of this energy. So yeah, you're cutting cords from this kind of energy because it seems like there was a situation that took a long time. Like there were a lot of different parts that went into this story and things to be unraveled, and it took time. Like it was complicated. Right? It was very complicated. So the Dear John is kind of like maybe how this person feels, because I feel like somebody's going to feel like they're in rejection in that, you know, because somebody's cutting the cords. Cold hard truth. Something's not working, cutting cords. So that's where that decision is. And look, you can be in a very independent, self-reliant energy with this Nine of Pentacles and 9-9. So it's a good sign. Something's telling you that you will come to this point here where kind of like at a crossroads where I have to make a decision, and it's because the reason why you would be cutting cords is because something where you're at or who you're around is not. It's not feeling right. It feels like unease. Like when you just know that something's not right. This is actually, that's a big one. So the Pillory card is in the reverse, and it is when we are, with this reading, it's when somebody is leaving an abusive situation or a situation where somebody was trying to trap them and have them with nowhere to go, or they exploited someone's vulnerability too, or during a vulnerable time in their life. That's the energy that had to be worked out, that had to be figured out. So that's also something that's going to get fixed. You could say fixed or healed as the this final chapter is here. They definitely want to let you know that you have a lot of options. Do have to watch out with the Seven of Cups, especially with it highlighting the Three of Cups here, for anything with too much like escapism, anything to do with that. Too much of it could cause more delay or something within a need to shift the energies. So just be careful with the choices of what's affecting how you're seeing things. Not all the choices always are clear and always the best ones for you with the Seven of Cups. So what about these choices or options? Also get a feeling of somebody kind of messing with the emotions, trying to mess with your mind. I'm not sure if that's still happening, but that was there. That was part of this too. I have the Ten of Pentacles. So now you have the Ten of Cups, 10 of Pentacles in your reading. 10-10. It is divine timing. So that's okay. That's a good sign that you have many different options for reaching completion when it comes to your finances, when it comes to you feeling secure, having loving connections that all kind of support each other. So this can mean like for yourself, for your friends, for family too. So it's kind of like including it all. And the Ten of Cups, this is going to be good for you. By the way, we had another Knight of Wands here on the bottom. So I do feel like something or someone is going to come in kind of fast or impulsive like. Another, oh no, yeah, another wheel. We do have a wheel. Wheel of karma, karma, dharma, destined, inevitable, cause and effect, divine intervention, cycles, luck, fortune, rise and fall. And I'm thinking that you're probably at that point where you're like, I need it to rise. I need me to be put on the top of the wheel, especially if it's here regarding your finances too, because that's exactly what we have like coming in. We have sap with resources, flow, wealth, spring, blood, energy, life force, and then the yacht card with adventure, affluence, luxury, mobility, travel, great ease, smoothing, sailing, sophisticated, with the wind, self-indulgent, prosperity, comfort, and wealth. So keep focusing the effort on what you're trying to build for yourself. Some kind of option or decision is coming to you. So you have that Dear John card, and you have the book burning, which is saying goodbye to that past chapter, or that past relationship. Look at 555, 5, 5, 5. Are you serious? Like, did you really get every 5 in the deck? Oh my gosh. You did. In the deck of 100. Oh my god. How come I didn't just realize I was pouring out 5s all over the place? Holy crap. Well, that just made this reading extra interesting, didn't it? Holy crap. Out of a deck of 108 different cards, you all managed to get almost all the 5s. Do you know what that means? That means that things are about to change in a dramatic way. Like, it's putting emphasis on the Tower. You are getting 6-6 here. You're getting wealth. You're getting this recognition. You're getting achievement. You're getting victory and success. I have a timing card saying 1 to 2 months. I can't believe this. You have the yacht card, adventure, affluence, luxury. I already said it, but I'm going to do them again because all the 5s need to be heard. Yeah, you know what? They need to be heard is what they're saying. They need to be heard. So what we're going to do is take all of these up, and then we're going to look at these and take a good look at them, because this is probably Spirit's main message to you is what was on all those cards. Wow. I'm blown away. I am blown away for my Selective collective. The Yacht card, which I feel like is saying where you're going to, what's coming for you. Adventure, affluence in a very strong, wealth, prosperity coming in a very strong way, very powerful way, showing a display of power in your life. It comes in, it's super powerful and strong, and can do a lot of damage if it wants to, like that Tower card. But for you, I feel like it's the metaphor of how fast and powerful mixed in between is something that's going to happen. Things are changing because of being guided to cut cords with a situation here that was long, complicated, difficult to figure out. It has been a big mess. You have made up stories in here too. It was causing unease or dis-ease in a situation. Our body was even trying to tell us that something was off. And it will be the end of an abusive situation. Why? Because holy crap, things are changing. Seriously, most powerful reading I've probably done in a very long time. We'll do an angel number message for us too, and we're gonna close out. But I've never seen that. I've really never seen that before. Ever. Ever. Wow. Spirit's trying to blow you away. They are. You have ascended masters with you. You have ascended masters with you, and something very special is going on. I can tell you that. Something very special is going on. Master number 33 says any projects you're considering right now, any positive changes you're wanting to make, just expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. You think? I'm expanding. And 17, the quality of work you produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. I am independent. 999, thank the past for the lessons and leave it where it belongs so you can make the best of a life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. I am unique. And that's why things are really changing for you. Like the protecting your happiness. Your 9-9, protecting your happiness, getting your financial needs met and exceeding it. Can't believe this reading. It's freaking amazing. Have a good night. Bye.